Charlie again. Thanks for tuning in. We're showing the last couple chapters of The Phantom. I hope you're enjoying these as much as I have over the years. Now, with the end of this, after we've shown The Phantom, the last couple of chapters, we're going to be showing a Dick Tracy movie. Dick Tracy meets Gruesome. This stars Boris Karloff. So, stick around. Watch that one too. Thanks again. We'll be seeing you at the end of the show.
Tartar's men capture Diana and bring her to his castle in the mountains. To gain her freedom, the Phantom agrees to fight Brutus, the savage gorilla.
Comes the Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Bravo! Bravo, Phantom!
Brutus is dead.
He's dead.
I'll talk with you in the throne room, Phantom. Raise the bars. Come.
This will make it possible for you to locate the lost city of Zoloz. It's what you came looking for, isn't it?
Yes. You knew all the time that the missing segment was hanging around the gorilla's neck. That's why you asked me to fight him, wasn't it?
Of course. I wanted to make sure you were truly worthy of it. Take it. You won it fairly.
Thank you.
You've kept your word.
Bring sparkling burgundy. We shall toast to the success of your safari. And then we'll toast my new lieutenant, the Phantom.
But you promised to free both of us.
Well, you misunderstood. The Phantom only fought to free you.
That was the understanding, Diana.
I realize now the Phantom fought Carrack fairly. But since Carrack was my best warrior, and as I must replace him, why not with the one who proved himself his superior?
If I can prove that I did not kill Carrack, will you still insist upon my staying here?
Oh, definitely not. In that case, you would be under no obligation to me.
Very well, Tartar. I think I can convince you. One of those three killed him.
You lie. The skull from your signet ring still shows on Carrack's jaw.
I intend to support my accusation by a test, which will compel the guilty man to convict himself.
Proceed with your test, Phantom.
Watch carefully, Tartar. As you see, I put the same amount into each glass. Now select any one of them. You see, it's harmless to the innocent, but it will kill the guilty one. Now let me see you three drink your wine.
You heard. Drink.
I have nothing to fear.
Now you. Now you, Rather. Drink!
No!
Guard, stop him!
Mercy, Tartar.
Did you show Carrack any mercy? You have condemned yourself just as the Phantom predicted. Do your duty.
No! No!
Try this sometime, Tartar. The solution I put in the wine is a great cure for malaria. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, at least you proved your point. Phantom, you came to me as a friend, and I treated you as an enemy. But now, when you leave here, you go as my friend.
At last, Professor, this puts us on the road to Zoloz.
We won't have any trouble finding it now, thanks to you.
Well, now that we know where to find the city, how are we going to locate the treasure?
If it's there, we'll probably find it in the catacombs, which are indicated on this map. How long do you figure it will take us to reach Zoloz from here? What do you think, Moko?
When sunrise, we start. When sunset, we there.
That means it'll take a full day. I suggest we start at sunrise. Well, I guess I can wait a little longer.
One thing I want decided right now, Professor Davidson. How much of the treasure do you intend giving the Phantom?
Any part that he may claim. He deserves the largest share, after all he's gone through for us.
I expected you to say something like that. I know your interest in Zoloz is purely scientific, but please understand that I'm in it only for the cash.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want any part of that treasure. That's very generous of you. And as for you, Byron, understand once and for all that any valuables we may find will have to be turned over to the Melville University, which financed this expedition. If the university decides to reward you financially, that'll be all right with me.
Thanks. Well, it's getting late. I think I'll turn in.
There, you see, right out of the catacombs onto the airfield. But we can't start construction on the runway for the planes until we get natives to clear out some of that jungle.
I still think we ought to get started on this ourselves instead of waiting for that day to come.
It's taken us 2 days now to lug all this stuff from the outside in the tunnels and from the tunnels here. Are we staying underground forever?
Save your breath, Rocco. With this underground layout and the extra tunnels we're pushing through, this will be the greatest arsenal the world's ever known.
Sure it will. If they don't send us an engineer pretty soon, there's liable to be a cave in here. We don't know anything about excavating.
Will you let me worry about that? Just bring the rest of that stuff in here.
Ale muli hali, Julie. Salutui.
Why should Byron sneak away in the middle of the night? If he wanted to leave us, why didn't he do it openly? What is it, Moko?
Moko find tracks. Him go trail that way.
I'll bet he's trying to get to Zoloz ahead of us. He hopes to lay his hands on that treasure before we even have a look at it.
I'm afraid you're right, Diana.
There's no doubt about it. But I'm afraid Byron didn't figure there may be others there ahead of him.
Who could they be?
Possibly those men who've been trying to stop us from getting to Zoloz.
Then what do you think we should do under the circumstances?
I'll try to head off Byron. You follow behind. Moko, you take charge of the safari. Come on, boy.
Hurry up, Moko. Let's get moving.
Moko, make Portis go quick.
All right.
See, it'll be a very short passage. I don't think it'll take much timbering. If we come in there... Well, well, if it isn't good old Byron.
What are you doing here, Dr. Bremmer?
Shut the door, Rocco.
Stick around, pal.
Welcome to Zoloz, Byron. Come on, sit down. We'll have a chat. Go on, get comfortable.
Professor Safari must have gotten out of Tartar's clutches after all.
Yeah, and I can feel a phantom breathing down my neck again.
Will you two be quiet? Now look, Byron. I want to ask you a few questions.
Well, Devil, Zoloz at last. Let's go down and take a look at it, huh?
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was for the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zoloz, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Morrison, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you. Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Oh, wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes.
He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Byron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom.
You're in the wrong territory, ain't you?
Lift his guns.
Pull that lever.
Well, that ought to take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson. Come on, we'll get you into Bremmer.
Will Byron and Bremmer now work together? Has Professor Davidson reached his goal at last? Don't miss The Lost City, the next action-packed episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Eager to reach the lost city of Zoloz before any of the others, Byron sneaks away from the expedition in the dead of night. The Phantom picks up his trail, which leads directly into Dr. Bremmer's hideout.
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
It was for the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zoloz, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Morrison, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you.
Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Baron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom.
You're in the wrong territory, ain't you?
Lift his guns.
Well, that ought to take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson.
Well, Watson's done for.
Give me a hammer, Scott. Open that door. Put some slugs in the Phantom. It'll sink faster.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How do you like it down there?
He's got a slug in his chest. The Phantom drilled him.
The Phantom? And you let him get away?
We certainly didn't. Marston and I pushed him down that hidden cistern.
Get out there, quick.
Look out, you'll hit Marston. Come here, Ken. Nice work, fella.
You take care of Marston. I'll get that dog.
What's all the shooting about?
Get back. The Phantom will drill you.
The Phantom?
Maybe he's run out of ammunition.
Let's close in on him.
Don't be a sap. You stay here and guard this tunnel.
Now remember, I'm expecting...
Hey, Doc. We sure got the Phantom in a pocket. He's trapped in that dead-end tunnel.
I thought he drowned in that old cistern.
He must have gotten out of that somehow, but he's a sure goner now.
I'll take your word for that when I see it. And anyway, how do I know he won't get away again?
Oh, relax, Doc. If he tries to get out, he runs smack into Long's gun barrel.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Now, Byron, the sooner you get Davidson and his niece into the catacombs, the better it's going to be for you.
Well, the safari can't be far away. I'll have him here before you know it.
Hey, Martian.
You sure you ain't taking a chance trusting that guy?
I am. Greed is stronger than fear in some people. Don't forget, Byron wants to get in on that treasure.
By the way, Doc, where is this buried treasure?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. We've been digging around here for a long time, and so far we've uncovered nothing but a bunch of mummies and skeletons.
I know that, and personally, I think the treasure's just in Byron's mind.
But why keep the professor and his niece around here?
Why? Davidson's a mining engineer as well as an archaeologist.
He is?
Yes, and I'm sure he'll be glad to help us professionally with our excavation, as long as we hold the girl.
That's what I call getting an expert cheap.
Now, Morrison, I want you and Chris to act as a reception committee when Byron gets back here with Davidson and Miss Palmer. Treat them very nice. Show them all the sights and then lock them up in the catacombs.
But why keep Byron around here?
We'll disillusion him later. And get rid of Watson's body before Davidson and the girl get here.
The prodigal returns.
Professor, I want to tell you how sorry I am for deserting you the way I did. I'm glad the Phantom made me return.
Well, why didn't he come with you?
He's waiting for us there in the catacombs. Mokel, the Phantom says for you and the porters to camp here.
Mokel understand. We may camp back in jungle. How? What?
I'll show you the way, Diana.
Here he comes with the old man and the girl.
Yeah. Byron is the kind that would double-cross his own mother, if you paid him for it.
Yeah. Come on.
Here's the main cavern. You know where that is?
Yeah.
And there's the tunnel leading off to the right. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Put your charge right there, just inside the passage to the gallery overlooking the catacombs.
Well, it worked out all right. Byron's got him on our way to the catacombs now.
Good. If you want me, I'll be with Drake in the gallery above the catacombs.
Well, what do you think of it, Professor?
It's amazing. See, Diana, here is an influence strikingly similar to my own.
I suppose so. You know, there's something about this place that frightens me.
Nonsense, my dear. It's just the reaction from all the excitement.
I'm sure you'll feel quite differently as soon as you've seen the Phantom.
My. Maze of tunnels.
Where do we go now?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The catacombs are this way. Well, here we are.
Catacombs.
Only a very small portion of them, my dear.
It's awe-inspiring. Diana, come here and look at these hieroglyphics.
It's interesting, isn't it?
These are entirely different from either the Mayan or Egyptian.
glad you're here.
Yes, I'm glad I found you, but...
This is even more interesting than I expected.
Yes, Professor, but we have to get out of here right away.
Why? What's the rush?
But after all the trouble that we've gone to
Yes,
get
what
here...
about the treasure we came here to
Byron,
find?
there's a question I'd like to ask you.
Shut that door and bolt it.
It's certain we can't get out through this door.
Come on, Drake, hurry it up.
Hey, listen, with this kind of stuff, I'm taking my time.
What are we going to do?
I'll take a look up there. I might find a way out.
In the meantime, we'll take a look around here.
Places like these are usually honeycombed with tunnels. We need to find one.
Take a look around there, Professor.
Tell them there's no way out up here. But I go back and tell them there's no way out up here.
Any exit up there?
No, I'm afraid not.
That door through the tunnel seems the only way out of here.
Then what are we going to do?
Well, nothing to do but wait and see what happens.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about letting me take a shot at him?
Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
We'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an ant crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here?
Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zoloz treasure to a university. Get back here, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
Oh, no, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself.
Has Davidson lost out after all he went through? Will Dr. Bremmer and his gang of saboteurs now gain control of the jungle? You can't afford to miss Peace in the Jungle, the final episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. The traitor has lured the Davidson expedition into Bremmer's trap in the catacombs of Zoloz. The Phantom tries to rescue them.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about letting me take a shot at him?
Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
We'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an ant crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here? Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zoloz treasure to a university. Get back there, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
No, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself. Take it easy now. You've been badly hurt. Hi, fella. You all right, old boy?
It's a wonder both of you weren't killed.
Byron, what happened to him? I should never have let him come with us on this expedition. This is no time to think about that now. Let's see what we can do for him. Completely blocked. Byron's done for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is there any chance of us getting out of here? Never give up hope, Professor. I never do. We'll try and find a way out of here somehow.
Well, I did a great job, Doc, even if I have to admit it myself.
Now, what's so marvelous about blowing up a tunnel?
Well, that isn't what I mean. Besides sealing up Davidson and the girl, I knocked off Byron and the Phantom.
Are you sure, or have you caught the disease called no more phantoms?
Oh, stop your clowning, Doc. Why, I saw those two guys buried under tons of rock and dirt they'll never dig themselves out of.
Oh, it's fine, Drake. I'd almost begun to believe that bunk myself about the Phantom being immortal.
What's our next move, Doc?
Well, we have to finish that airfield. But to do that, we need native labor.
Well, the Phantoms fix it so the natives won't work for us.
That's right. But the new Phantom's going to change things.
The new Phantom?
Huh? I had this specially made for the occasion. See, I want the natives to be happy with their Phantom, but this time he's going to be my man. The Phantom's dead. Long live the Phantom. Go ahead, drat on, Chris.
Nice thinking, Doc.
Come in here and see what I discovered. Looks like the corner of an old chest. The explosion must have loosened this block. Let's see if we can get it out. The treasure chest.
Just our luck to find it and then not be able to get out of here with it.
It's empty. Wait a minute.
The mark of the Phantom.
One of my forefathers must have removed whatever treasure there was and left our seal as a receipt. But why a receipt? The law permits those who find a treasure to keep it. Yes, I know that. But I'm beginning to suspect that the Tonga treasure which has been put into my custody originally came from here. That sounds reasonable. Maybe I can substantiate your theory when you show your treasure to me.
By the way, to whom does the treasure belong? You or the natives?
My father turned it over to me with the understanding, however, that I use it only to help the natives.
Speaking of the natives, I wish they were here to help us now.
Yes, so do I.
Well, how do I look?
You're his twin.
Here, try this on.
Hey, what about the Phantom's trademark?
What do you mean?
The ring, stupid.
Here you are. Catch.
Doc, you've done a wonderful job duplicating the outfit, but Chris's voice doesn't sound any more like the Phantom's, and a wolf sounds like a canary bird.
It's all right. I anticipated that difficulty. Rocca and Drake, I'm holding you responsible for Davidson and his niece. Feed them, but don't leave them out of the catacombs. Long, you and Martian come with Chris and me, and don't let yourselves be seen.
I can stand going without food, but I wish they'd give us some water.
And I wish that you had taken my advice and stayed at Tongo instead of disobeying me.
Don't say that. No matter what happens, I'm glad to be here with you. You still think you know a way to get us out of here, don't you?
I do. My plan depends entirely on someone coming down here to see what happened to us.
Do you mean they left us down here to die?
There's no doubt about it. In case someone should come down here, here's what we'll do.
Now, you both understand what I mean?
Hope they don't grumble about the grub.
And don't forget, be ready with your gun.
Out the door. I got my hands full.
Well, if we'd have known the Phantom was keeping you company, we'd have come sooner.
He's dead.
You don't have to tell me. I'm the one that killed him.
Then at least be decent enough to take the body out of here.
Yes. Get him out of here.
I'll carry him if somebody will help me sling him up.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on, fella. Come on, Devil. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
How bad you hurt?
Get the doc, quick.
Bremmer ain't coming back. Neither am I, if I can get out of this place. Help me. Help me. Oh, I ain't got time to be dragging you around through the jungle. You ain't gone through no jungle. Phantom, he come. Welcome, Dr. Bremmer. Welcome back, Master.
Phantom not well, Moku. Throat very bad. I talk for him, you understand?
What happened, Phantom?
I was flying from Saipan in Thunderbird. My plane caught on fire and crashed in the jungle. The Phantom came there and saved me.
Master, very brave man.
He is indeed, Moku. To rescue me, he had to breathe flames, which burned his throat.
You fix him with white man medicine?
Oh, yes, yes. He'll be all right in a few days. But his voice might not sound quite the same at first.
Moko, very happy, Phantom, meet you again. Where is Devil and three friends?
Oh, he's with the professor and the others back at Zoloz.
We wait here for them?
No, we start back for Tonga tonight. We get many warriors to help them with big diggings.
Can do easy. Suba call all tribes. Get plenty strong men. We go pretty quick.
It's fine, Moku.
Ciao, ciao, mahalo. Come on. Be down.
Say Phantom call all chiefs of all tribes to Tonga. Last time Phantom called, Chota not go. Phantom come to Mala village and make trouble for Chota. This time Chota go to Tonga. Make trouble for Phantom. Call all warriors. We go. Mula mula kahula. Come, Ola Choto.
Now I understand why Moku and the porters didn't wait for us.
Did the drums tell you that?
They say the Phantom is calling the chiefs of all tribes to Tonga for a council.
How could that be possible?
Very simple. Someone is convinced I'm dead and has taken my place.
But who could that be?
I'm certain it's the man who's behind all our troubles.
Well, then you must get to Tonga at once and assert your right.
Come, let's hurry.
cannot see Phantom.
That's the third time you've told me that.
Master sick, cannot talk. You saw Moku. He tell you why Phantom call chiefs.
Now, you seem to forget that the Phantom is my best friend, and I know he'd be glad to see me.
Master say cannot see Rusty now. We'll see after council.
He did, eh?
You wait here with the people. He see you after ceremony.
You bet he'll see me.
Well, I hope Bremmer and Chris get away with this.
Here, put your mask on. Well, you certainly look authentic. Might as well get used to this. You're the Phantom from now on.
Master, the chief's very anxious for you to appear.
All right, Suba, I won't keep him any longer. Well, thanks a lot for everything. All right, Phantom, do your stuff. I'll be watching you.
Rudy Polo Tonga?
Wow.
Umbaganda Tonga. We're not very far from the village now. These men will take you there safely. You stay here, Devil. See you later.
Toma.
Chiefs of all the tribes, Suba has told you why the Phantom cannot speak to you today. Your leader's voice is in a state of temporary collapse. I am Dr. Bremmer, speaking for your leader these words of wisdom. Listen to them well and obey the orders of the man who never dies. Your leader has just discovered the lost city of Zoloz. He wants to rebuild that city. But he needs many warriors to help him clear the jungle.
Hey, this is where we came in.
Yeah, and this is where we're getting out.
I don't think so. Come on, Reach. Out this way, both of you. Come on. All right, come on. Come on, get on your feet.
Chiefs, leaders, men of wisdom and knowledge, I've called you here to assure you once more that the peace of the jungle will be kept. I've destroyed all evil forces that have tried to create unrest among you. Their leader here lies defeated. He bears my mark in payment for his treachery. Suba.
I want you to remember me always by this token from the Phantom's treasure.
I'll never forget you. But I'm not leaving here. I intend to stay on with Uncle while he continues his work at Zoloz.
And don't you dare forget to drop in on Rusty whenever you visit Saipana.
Melody to come here. But get moving.
Somebody wants to see you, Melody. So tell him to look. Yeah, well, you'd better look. Standing right over there.
Gruesome, I'm so glad to see you. When'd you get out? Relax, kid, relax. Rode the rods all night to get here.
Oh, swell. Did you break out?
Good behavior. Where can we talk?
Outside, come on.
Hey, you, where you going?
Outside, this is my pal.
You're on the ivory.
Yeah, I know. I'll be back. Maybe.
Be back in 10 minutes or you're out of business.
With you in town, that piano job don't mean nothing.
Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, something really big.
Where is it?
Ain't far. Only the big boy ain't okayed me yet.
He'll okay me.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Sounds like an interesting setup.
With you in on it, it's worth $1 million.
Big stuff grows in strange places, eh, Melody?
Here it grows out of test tubes. What do you want, Melody? I want to see the doctor. I got the right guy to handle that job for him. What is your friend's name? Gruesome. Isn't he? Come in. Our employer is in the midst of an experiment. Your friend will have to wait.
Go back and finish your job.
I don't need that job now.
Go anyhow. I'll handle the doctor.
Okay, I'll see you tonight, huh? Boy, am I glad you're in town. Make yourself comfortable, but please don't touch anything.
No? Why?
It isn't advisable.
Come on, Mac, up. Oh, come on, get up over there.
What's the trouble, Carney? Oh, just another drunk. This is the 5th time I've called the wagon tonight.
I'm on my way down to headquarters to pick up Big Tracy. Can I take him along for you?
Now, that I'd appreciate, Pat.
Well, where is he?
He's lying in the doorway of that joint back there.
funny, Pat. Not enough alcohol to have killed him. Yet no pulse and no heartbeat.
So what did the big lug die of? A broken heart?
I don't know, but Doc Ross can tell you tomorrow after the autopsy. I've been in this racket a long time, but I've never seen anything like this before. You say he was limp when you picked him up 10 minutes ago?
Limp as a playboy's alibi. 10 minutes later, he's like this.
Then it wasn't time for rigor mortis to set in.
No time at all. Want to take a guess at what's eating him?
Yes, I could guess, but it wouldn't mean anything. Except I think it's a case for homicide.
Careful of your language, Frankie. He died in my car.
But he didn't get whatever's wrong with him in your car.
Right. So a corpse coming out of hangman's knot's got to be murder, huh?
Probably. You say you found this on him?
Loaded for bear. And his suit had the feel of a big house hand-me-down.
That's sharp observing.
Ain't it?
Why don't you have Tracy take a look at him?
I think I will. But if he has the answer to a drunk turning to stone, I give up.
Happened not once, but several times.
Thanks, Sergeant.
I wouldn't go in there now, Pat, if I was you.
You mean I shouldn't go in?
Nobody. Dick's got a VIP in there.
VIP? Dick?
A very important personage.
In that case, I'll knock. Excuse me, Dick, but I think I just brought in a homicide. Anyway, he's a mighty funny stiff.
Funny? I'll be right with you.
Come over to the morgue, huh?
Right. I'm sorry, Dr. Tomic. Go on.
For instance, when I'd arrive home at night, I'd find figures lurking in the shadows near my house.
Why didn't you report this sooner?
I hoped that my wife and I were wrong, that these people weren't really stalking me at all.
What makes you so sure they were?
And 2 attempts were made within a week to run me down by car.
We have a lot of reckless drivers in this town, Doctor.
Yes, I know, but...
Why do you think someone wanted to kill you?
I don't know. I've no idea. Of course, like many scientists, I'm working on new and rare formulae at the university all the time.
Very little we can do for you, Doctor, but offer you police protection.
I just like troubling you, but I am worried.
Well, Chief, this isn't a case for me, so if you don't
Run
mind...
along, Dick. We'll take care of the doctor.
I'm sorry I can't stay, but my assistant has a slight case of homicide on his hands. Good luck.
Now, see here, Doctor. Let's review the facts.
Pat? Pat?
Did you get his number?
Sure. What happened, Pat?
You're asking me. I'm sitting here, see, writing out this report on the stiff. All of a sudden, blackout. Something hit me here. A crowbar, maybe, or a small bulldozer. I don't see how anybody could have got in here, Dick. Frankie put the stiff on this slab. He was out cold, just like he is now. The stiff, the mug, where is he?
Looks like you had a drunk who woke up, Pat. He just outfoxed you, that's all.
Outfoxed me, huh? I tell you, he was dead. Oh, don't look at me like that, Dick. You know I haven't had so much as a short beer since I joined the force. I tell you, I brought in an absolutely dead stiff.
Okay, but if that's true, then you're just confused. There's a stiff in the other room.
What? Why didn't you say so? Come on. What I want to know is who moved that stiff. So he outfoxed me, did he? What's that make you?
I admit it, Pat. He tricked me, too.
1 minute he's dead. The next he slugs me, tricked you and vamoosed.
Smart man.
Smart? He's weird. I tell you, if I didn't know better, I'd swear we were doing business with Boris Karloff.
Looks that way.
Melody. Did you find him? Would I be back here without him if I did? Oh, that stuff he got must have killed him.
Nonsense. It was one of the early experiments of the doctor's miracle formula.
But what did it do to him?
Potent but harmless. It just rendered him helpless.
Helpless? Oh, that's great. Gruesome helpless and the cops hot on his trail?
Exactly. So he is of no use to us any longer. If he does come back, you must tell him the deal is off.
What are you talking about? That guy knows his way around.
He is no good to us now. We must be rid of him. The doctor
will be disturbed by your stupid chatter. You'll get rid of Holmes.
No, please, Gruesome. He didn't mean it. He needs you. We all need you, Gruesome, please.
Exactly. As the doctor just said, you know your business, but I know mine.
You mean you've spoken to the doctor?
Yes, I've had a talk with him. You're a disgraced doctor of science, correct?
Yes, but I...
No buts. The doctor stumbled on a great racket, but he needs me to make it work for him. So from now on, you two will do exactly what I say. Now get in there, keep your mouth shut, and listen. Tomorrow is the most important day in your stupid lives.
Two and a half minutes to go.
Hey, Harry, come here. I told you to get that cat out of here. Now get him out.
Afternoon, Mr. Duhart.
Hello, Mr. Stone.
10, 20, 30. How's Mr. Tracy?
Well, he's fine, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
There's something wrong with him. And him.
You heard
X-ray timed it perfectly. The air's clear. Lock the door.
Hey, Gruesome, why one of you look as silly as they do?
Lock the door.
Pardon me, Mac, do you mind? What's the matter, buddy? Dandruff?
Melody.
Yeah, coming, Gruesome.
Dick Tracy, homicide, quickly. Hello, Dick. Listen, I'm inside the Grove Street branch of the First National Bank, witnessing a robbery.
Dead? Frozen? Uh-oh. Okay, honey, don't lose your nerve. We'll be right there.
This is Tracy. Notify all cars in the area, 4th and Grove. Bank robbery, First National.
Before he hit the ground.
Move these people back. Move back a little, folks. Come on, move back now. Come on, move back.
Take care of everything, Jim.
Okay, Dick.
Tess, come out of it.
Come out of what? I'm all right.
Well, she's alive anyway.
If I hadn't been in the booth, I'd have gotten it, too. But you see...
Wait a minute.
Aim it on Thursday or the bank will be forced to foreclose.
But I tell you, I can't.
You heard the man say they want a cash bonus?
Oh, that's it.
Mr. Crandall. Mr. Crandall.
$1 worth of change, please.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You'll have to leave now, sir. It's 3 o'clock.
You see, pal, you were only half dead.
I don't question your word, Mr. Tracy. There undoubtedly was a bank robbery, but not here. Not here.
They sent you to the wrong bank. Mr. Banks, over $100,000 has disappeared.
Oh, that's fine.
Right under our noses.
What?
This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
2 minutes ago, everybody was paralyzed. Frozen stiff, and now look at them. They're perfectly normal.
No one leaves until everybody's been questioned. Line them all up over there.
Right, man. This way, folks.
How many men in the stick-up crew?
2.
Did they wear masks?
No, one was coarse-looking, and the other one was...
Fine, tell me later. How long was it between the freezing act and their entrance?
About a minute.
You mean this knockout stuff was instant? Insist? Right away?
Well, it couldn't have been more than 2 minutes at the most.
How do you feel?
All right, Mr. Tracy. That's what's so darn queer. I still can't believe I was out cold for 12 or 14 minutes. Just wait till I tell my wife. When I get
All right, now, I'd rather you told me what you were doing and how you felt when this stuff hit you.
Sure, you bet. Like I was telling your sidekick here, I'm standing right here watching the clock, see? Not that I'm a clock-watching guy ordinarily.
Skip it, pal. Get to the pail.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Like I was telling your sidekick, you see, it's my wife's sister's birthday, and I says to myself, I says, Humphrey, when you get home...
He was pulling down the shade.
Yeah, that's right. How'd you know? Here, like this. Like this I was. Had it about there. No? Here, maybe.
Well, did you feel yourself slipping?
Nah, positively no warning at all.
You think you were the first one affected by this gas?
No, the first man to go was standing right over there.
Well, show me how he was standing.
All right. As I remember, he was standing right here with his coat open, like this.
Well, that's enough. Take him with you, Pat, and see if you can find that man. Come on.
Or was it like this?
Relax, Cabby. Let's find
I
the
know
guy.
he had one hand sticking out. Now, let's see. You've had everyone in the bank checked on.
Everyone. They all have legitimate addresses. No suspicious characters.
And you're having this screwy gas analyzed.
Fred has what was left in the shell casing. I expect a report any minute.
And the getaway car was stolen.
Picked up on the turnpike. No distinguishable fingerprints.
The banking commission is panicky, Dick. If this gets to the papers, they're afraid of a wholesale run on every bank in town.
I told you Tracy was busy.
It's okay, Sarge. Tracy wants to see me, right?
Dick has nothing to say to the press, Dan.
No? In that case, the press has a hot word for him. It's headlines. Shall I go? It's okay, Sarge. Thanks. What I have to say should be private, boys, for your sakes. Spill it, Dan. We're busy. I know, and stumped. Fellas, I was the only news hawk to get to a certain bank before you had everybody's mouth buttoned up like a West Pointer on inspection. How much do you know, Dan? Remember the bank guard with the end of gab? You can't print a word of it, Dan. Look, Dick, I play ball usually, but not with gas bombs. This will be the biggest thing hit the streets since George Patton broke the bulge. This is a war of a sort, too, Dan. A war on small investors. If you break silence before we can move in, no bank in the state can escape a run on it. How long do you want? 24 hours. I'll settle for the 4. That'll get me in the final edition.
We won't have a thing in 4 hours.
That bad, eh? Right now, we haven't got a lead to the interest of bloodhounds. So, then I think my readers should know what they're up against.
Give us till morning, at least, Dan.
Say, Dick, this is an absolutely unknown chemical. We've given it every...
Yeah.
Why don't you look before you yap?
Unknown chemical. 20 people frozen to the spot by absolutely unknown chemical while bank is casually robbed of at least 200 grand.
It was only 100.
Thanks, that much I didn't know. Until morning, Dan, please. We don't sell a morning paper, Dick. Exclusive, Dan. You can sell it to the syndicates. To hit the morning rags, I'd have to have all the details by 2 a.m.
2 a.m., you highbinder. Well, that's only 10 hours from now.
You're quick, Chief.
Okay, Dan, it's a deal. 2 a.m.
Good luck.
I'm sorry, Chief.
Forget it. That ferret could dig salt out of Big Rock Candy Mountain.
This chemical is so new, it isn't even registered. Is that it, Fred?
Yeah, that's right, Dick.
Think Dr. Tomic at State University could spot it?
Sure, if anyone could.
Tomic? That's the man who was complaining about threats on his life.
Yes, top-flight physicist. Look, Chief, with only 10 hours before the panic hits, it's about...
It's worth a try. What else have we got?
Well, there's always Pat's living corpse, but...
Oh, that. A shot in the dark.
So is this. But if Tomic can tell us what it is, we at least have a lead.
Oh, may I help you?
Yes, I'm Dick Tracy from headquarters. I'd like to...
I'm so glad you've come, Mr. Tracy. Have you any news of him?
Of whom?
Of Dr. Tomic. Isn't that why you're here?
But I came to see him. Is anything wrong?
Well, yes, but I thought you knew. He's disappeared.
When?
He left home early this morning and hasn't been seen since. His wife was very worried, and I thought she reported his absence to you.
It's the first I've heard of it. Are you his assistant?
Yes, I'm Professor Learned. You will find him, won't you, Mr. Tracy?
We'll certainly try. Can you think of any reason why Dr. Tomic would want to disappear?
No. What did you have in mind?
Nothing in particular. Still, I'd like you to check any special or secret formula he might have been working on, just to make sure they haven't been removed.
Of course. Will you wait here, please?
I'd rather come along if you don't mind.
Oh, not at all. Dr. Tomic always keeps his most valuable formulae in that locked cabinet. They're quite safe there.
You have the keys, of course.
Yes, but I'm certain nothing has been disturbed.
Would you open it anyway, please?
Very well.
Do you know what each of these bottles contains?
I know they're chemical symbols, if that's what you mean.
Not exactly. Could any of them, say, mixed with another chemical, form a dangerous gas?
I hardly know. These particular ones are in experimental stages. Only Dr. Tomic could tell you that.
How about this clear liquid on the end? What's its purpose?
I really don't know. It's so new it doesn't even have a name.
New, huh? Is that so? Well, I'd like to...
Oh, please don't touch anything, Mr. Tracy. At least until Dr. Tomic returns.
If he returns, huh?
You mean there's a chance that he won't?
It's part of my job to see that he does. You won't mind my taking a little of this for testing?
Well, I hardly know what to say in Dr. Tomic's absence. Perhaps we can test it here. In fact, I'd be glad to test it for you.
I'd rather take it with me.
Very well.
You see, there was a bank robbery today. Some strange chemical was employed. Everyone in the bank was transfixed, frozen to the spot. Startled?
Shocked. You see, I work so close to science, I have every reason to dread the creation of such gases.
I didn't say it was a gas.
Well, what else could it be?
I don't know. But it was a gas. Doesn't seem to stain or burn the surface, does it?
No,
Anything in it that will hurt me if I taste it?
I think not, but I can't be too sure.
Let's see. Tastes like water.
Many chemicals do.
Get me an empty bottle and a rag, will you? Professor Learned,
Yes?
could a man in Tommy's position be leading a double life?
Hardly. He's one of the most respected men in his profession.
Yet he came to headquarters complaining of attempts on his life the night before he disappeared. It's been my experience, Professor, that could be the act of an innocent man. Or of a man covering his tracks.
Perhaps, but not Dr. Tomic. His whole life is an open book, beyond suspicion.
I guess you're right.
I know I'm right.
Well, thank you, Professor. I'll be back when I have this analyzed.
Very well, Mr. Tracy. But it isn't water.
Probably not. You've been a big help. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Tracy.
I still say you didn't have to shoot him.
But Gruesome, he saw us coming out of the bank.
Seeing and identifying weeks, maybe months later, are two different things.
But
You're
still...
just a trigger-happy young mug you always were. Better get over it.
You're a fine guy to be bawling me out.
Useless killing's dangerous. Well, it's about time.
Yeah, we thought maybe you took a powder. Hardly. That's good. Gruesome hates Welchers.
I don't hate dead ones, Melody.
Our employer is a man of honor. There's one for you, one for you.
What are these, Valentine's?
The doctor is very businesslike. That is your remuneration.
Mine's kind of thin, is it?
Not much thinner. Gruesome got a bonus for not killing a policeman.
How do you like that?
We don't like it. We don't like it at all. Go back and tell your employer I'm not an employee, I'm a partner. I want 50%.
What about me?
I'll pay you more than you're worth. Goodbye, X-Ray.
Well, I'll ask him.
No, tell him. 50% on everything.
Very well. Oh, our employer told me to tell you he wishes you would not come to the laboratory anymore.
At all?
At all.
I see. Tell him I'll do what he says for exactly 15 minutes.
Oh, please.
Unless, of course, you're back within that time with half the take. Better hurry, X-Ray.
Gruesome, you're terrific.
Remember that, Melody.
Sure, Gruesome. Sure.
We found him right about here, Dick.
Let's take a look around inside. Maybe we'll get a line on something.
Gruesome the balls.
Hey, you.
It's him, Dick!
something. It was him, Dick, that drunken stiff.
Well, where did he go?
He got away.
Well, that's a lead anyway. What happened to you?
What happened to me? I was standing right over there, and all of a sudden, I was... No, I'm not going to tell you.
Come on, Pat. What happened to you?
Okay. I was bit by a tiger.
Oh, that tiger!
You're sure that you can identify this man, Tess?
Yes, I'm positive he's one of the bank robbers.
Good. Now, if he'll only live long enough to start talking.
Dick, we've rounded up some of the people who ran the bank. They're out in the hallway.
Okay, Pat, bring them in. Tess, you better wait in the chief's office.
All right.
Tess did identify him.
Yes, but that's not enough. We've got to find one of those bank witnesses who saw him in or around the bank about 2:45.
Why 2:45? Couldn't he have planted the bomb at 2:30 or even before that?
No. The janitor emptied the wastebaskets at 2:45. So if anyone saw this bird in the bank after that time, he planted the bomb.
Nurse!
What's wrong?
Well, he can't die on us now.
Get those people in here, Pat, quick.
Okay, folks.
Sorry, Dick, you'll have to leave. He's much too ill to have anyone in here now.
But just 2 minutes, Doc.
I can't do it. He only has a 50-50 chance as it is.
Well, that's that. Have those people go to my office, Pat. We'll do what we can.
Okay, folks, let's go.
First of all, I want to thank you people for coming. Now I'd like to ask you a few simple questions. Does anyone recognize this man?
I'm sure I never saw him before.
Well, now, I'm a bank guard, you see.
We know that.
Of course you do. And you know that bank guards have to be observing. Now, if that man was at the bank, it stands to reason I'd remember him, don't it?
It does, do you?
No.
I could be wrong, Mr. Tracy, but I think that man passed me at the bank door. I think he was coming out as I was going in.
Do you happen to recall what time that was, Mr. Thal?
Yes, I do. I looked up at the clock as I came in. It was exactly 10 minutes to 3.
Good. Turn around, Luke. Obviously, this man wearing the bandit's clothes is not the bandit. This is a drawing of the actual man. Would you say you'd seen this man before, Mr. Thal?
I'm almost certain that's the face of the man who passed me at the bank door.
Thank you. Anyone else see him?
No.
All right. That's all. Oh, one thing more. Please don't any of you discuss this case with the newspapers. It's very important. In fact, I'd rather you didn't discuss it with anyone for a day or two. And thank you again.
Sir? We're going out now, Bob.
But I'm coming
I
in.
said...
I've still got 6 hours, Dan, and nothing to say.
Nothing to say about a top-flight scientist who's missing?
Hello? You're talking Greek, Dan. Yes, Chief.
Don't give me that. You knew Tomic was missing before I did.
Just a minute, Chief. I've got the human ferret in my office. Tomic? Who's Tomic?
A physicist, my boy, with an assistant named Learned, remember? I'm giving his disappearance a build-up tonight, Dick.
Wait a minute, Dan. I'll call you later, Chief. You gave me your word, Dan, and I still have 6 hours left.
Then you do think Tomic is involved in the bank robbery?
I honestly don't know. But if he is, and you publish his disappearance, it might spoil everything for me.
All right, 6 hours. But I get first break at anything you uncover, right?
Right, Dan. Keep your nose clean.
Hello, Tess.
Hello, Dan. What's new?
Ask your boyfriend. Dick, this'll...
Hold it, Fred.
Oh, you again.
Goodbye, Dan.
Be seeing you.
In about 5 hours and 22 minutes.
Take this to the door.
Quiet.
I think I know what you were going to tell me anyway. I should see a certain professor at State University right away, correct?
Correct, and quick.
I'll see you later, honey.
But we had a date for dinner.
I'm having mine with a professor.
Oh, well, since it's only a professor.
A beautiful, feminine professor.
And you expect me to be here when you get back?
No.
Then I will be.
That's what I thought.
Goodbye, Dick.
Bye.
Since I talked with you.
I'm sorry, I had important business. You look worried, dearest. What's the trouble?
That chemical I stole for you, what did you do with it?
I used it for my anesthetic experiments. What do you suppose?
I suppose you either gave it or sold it to a gang of bank robbers.
What are you talking about?
The police are analyzing the water I substituted for the formula I stole for you.
Well, what of it?
The moment Dr. Tomic returns, they'll know I substituted the water.
Oh, we'll be far away by then.
What if he returns now, tonight?
He won't, Irma.
You've done something to him.
He's perfectly safe. He'll return home in due time, quite unharmed.
I can't go through with it. That detective, I can't go on lying to him. I don't know how.
It won't be for long.
He had hardly left when a reporter came. He asked me so many questions, I didn't know where I was.
Did he ask about Tomic?
Of course.
Splendid. His disappearance will make headlines. Tracy and his cops will be forced into a manhunt that will leave us in the clear.
I won't help blacken the character of a decent man. I can't.
Very well. Tell them. Tell them everything. Is that what you want, Irma?
Oh, darling, you know it isn't. But can't we do something? Can't we go away? Now, tonight?
Police have requested that I don't leave town. Your friend Tracy.
Tracy? What?
Do you think I'd put that formula in the hands of thugs? I placed it in the bank myself.
You didn't. You couldn't.
I had to, Irma. I tell you, with Tomic missing, we're in the clear. There isn't a thing to worry about, dearest. I'll drive you to within a block of your house, huh?
No, I'll walk to the cab stand. We can't risk being seen together.
Good evening.
Oh, Mr. Tracy, how did you get here?
It was easy. Illegal, too.
Illegal? What is?
My breaking into your place and searching your things without a warrant.
I should think so. Why did you do it?
Why did you tell me I wouldn't find water in that bottle?
You didn't.
You're a biochemist. Why try to pretend you didn't know what was in that bottle?
You forget, Mr. Tracy. You tasted whatever was in it, not I. I was so sure it wasn't water that
Why?
Why? Because I can see no reason why Dr. Tomic would make such a substitution.
Neither can I. In fact, I don't think he did.
But obviously he had to. He and I are the only two people
Who have the key to that lock. So I say you made the substitution, not Tomic.
If what you found in that bottle really was water, and you're not just trying to trick me because of some fantastic notion that I mixed up with bandits, then all I can say is Dr. Tomic put it there. I didn't. And, might I suggest that you spend your time looking for him instead of badgering me?
I'm badgering you because I think you know something about his disappearance. Either you're shielding him or you're shielding someone else.
Why? Why should I? Do I look like the kind of person who goes around shielding bank robbers and murderers?
Frankly, no. But I think you got in over your head. And now you don't see any way out but lying.
I'm not lying.
I think you are. Consider this, Professor. Whoever got hold of that formula will stop at nothing to keep it. Murdering a bank guard is only the beginning. Right now, they're accused of murder. If you're involved in it, you're an accessory to murder, and your only chance of getting less than hung is to play ball on the right team.
But I tell you, I don't know anything.
I heard you the first time. Just the same, when I leave here, I advise you to get in touch with someone.
Who?
Whomever you're shielding. Tell them that no amount of money or fame or love or whatever it is you're doing it for is worth putting your neck in a noose. It's a nice neck, Professor. But that murdered bank guard had 4 kids. They liked his pretty well, too. You cover the back. If she doesn't come out in 2 hours, go back to headquarters.
Right.
Hello, Lee. I can't stand it. You've got to take me away.
I tell you, there's nothing to worry about, dearest. You'll feel better after you've had some sleep.
I can't, Lee. I'm going to tell them the truth.
You can't do that. Not yet, dearest. It's risky, but perhaps we'd better leave town tonight.
But I thought you said you couldn't.
Perhaps I can find a way. But you must meet me at once and talk this out. Very well, Irma. If we don't figure a way out, I'll go to the police with you. But we must talk first, Irma. I'm not in this alone. Meet me at Sixton Park in 10 minutes. Walk there and be sure you're not followed. Goodbye.
You can't meet her, of course.
What are you doing here? I told him.
I'm telling you. You can't meet her. The cops saw you in the bank. This is a frame-up between the girl and the police.
Oh, nonsense.
She's frightened and so are you. Listen, I'll meet her.
You're known to the police, too.
I've handled them before. Give me the keys to your car.
All right, but don't bring her here.
No, sure not. Say, you spoke of a cottage on Brand Lake?
Yes, that's it. Take her there. Route 76, Cottage 14. Just off the road. Tell her I'll be up later tonight.
You'll convince her she mustn't go to the police?
Oh, yes, I must do that.
You're right. We must.
Gruesome.
Yeah?
Take care of her. She's all I have.
Sure, sure. I understand. Better get rid of that car quickly.
Why, what's wrong with it?
Where is she?
Picked up some bullet holes on the way. She is dead. I told you to get rid of that car.
You killed her. You killed her.
What do you suppose I do? She was leading Tracy directly to you.
No, she wouldn't.
I say she was, but right now we've got to get rid of the evidence here. All of it, you understand? Now go start that fire.
Must there be more killings?
If we have to. We've got to get Melody out of that hospital tonight and then clear out of here.
I've been to the hospital. He's in a coma.
The doctor wouldn't even let him be seen. He'll be dead by morning.
You're certain of that?
Certain as I can be.
Good. And we're in the clear.
You don't care about anyone, do you?
Listen, if you want to stay alive, you'll do as I say. Now stop that fire. I'll be inside.
You expect me to use that file?
Call me when it's ready. What would you do without me?
I'd even find Dan and romance him if you thought it would give you a little more time.
Thanks, but he's already married to a typewriter. There's one consolation, though. Those crooks are just as worried as I am. Their killing that girl was an act of cold-blooded desperation. Do you think Dr. Tomic had her shot? That's anybody's guess. You trace the license number? Sure, stolen plates. But if you put 2 bullets into the back end of that car, we'll pick it up in no time. Time is something I'm fresh out of.
If Dr. Carver could only fix up those other 2 crooks so they could talk.
Said he'd call me in 10 minutes. It's been 15. This is Tracy. What about that smashed-up piano player?
Just died.
What? When?
About 10 minutes ago.
Thanks.
Oh, no.
We could have sweated it out of that guy. But he had to go die on us, too.
Well, dead men tell no tales.
What did you say?
I said dead men tell no...
But sometimes they do, Tess. Sometimes they do. Where are you going? See the chief. Get an okay on an idea that'll make Dan and his papers think I'm a prime heel. Here he comes. Now's the time.
Isn't there some other way to...
No, not unless you want to end up joining Tomic.
Where's the good doctor?
Why, in there.
Call the hospital?
Yes, no change.
Good. I'll stay here till we know if he's alive or dead.
It's dangerous to hide you here.
Dangerous for whom?
All of us. Police will try to trace the driver of my car.
I'll stay here.
Very well. There's a small bedroom in there. You may use it. And there's whiskey in my desk.
True hospitality. Oh, doctor. Why did you close that window?
The smoke from the incinerator.
I see. Won't you join me in a drink?
I never indulge.
Doctor.
Yes?
Come on in and join me, won't you?
No, thank you.
Come on in, both of you. Listen, Doctor. The smoke is blowing away from that window. Now, what are you trying to pull?
All right. All right, Gruesome. Hold everything. X-ray, get rid of that bomb!
Don't move, X-ray.
Don't shoot me, Gruesome, please.
Newsflash. Dangerous bank robbers expected to be rounded up within 12 hours. Homicide's famous Dick Tracy has just revealed that one of the robbers of the Grove Street branch of the First National Bank has been captured after suffering severe injuries in a wild chase by the police.
He's alive.
5 minutes ago, Tracy reported that the injured bandit will be able to talk by morning. He added, and I quote, "When this man talks, we will round up the most dangerous gang of criminals in this city's history." We now return you to the piano.
That announcement saved your life, X-ray.
What?
I need you. We got to get Melody out of that hospital.
But that's a police hospital. Why not leave him there?
Yeah? To talk and spoil a perfect setup? No, we got to risk it.
What about him?
What about him? He's dead and Melody isn't worse luck. Go on.
Evening.
Got a corporal document, 312. We came to pick him up.
Wait a minute. What's the name of that surgeon again?
Major Allen, 291st General.
He's new to me. So are you fellows?
Just been transferred from out west.
Oh, well, go on up. Do you know how to work it?
Like the fingers on my hand.
That's the gorilla, all right. They came in an Army ambulance. Give me the phone, Pop. This is it. They're on their way up. Roger. Don't stop them coming down either, Pop.
You wait here. If anybody questions you, remember where you're from.
291st General.
Right.
I'm sorry, no one allowed in there.
I have orders to take his temperature every 4 hours.
Yeah?
That's right.
Well, in that case, I'll go in with you.
How are you, Melody?
Why do we bother getting birds like him well just so we can kill them?
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lost?
Me? Hardly. Just waiting for them to, just waiting.
Oh.
Hey.
What's the matter?
This man is running a dangerously high temperature. You better send for the doctor.
Not me, buddy. My orders are to stay right here.
In that case, I'll do it myself.
It's a good idea.
What happened? It's in the wastebasket, Tim.
You want me to throw it out?
No, leave it there.
I know, but if this stuff makes people freeze the way you say it does, I won't be of any help to you.
That's right.
I know, but you're unarmed. I don't like this. Hey, this stuff has started to smoke.
It should.
Mr. Tracy, I'm beginning to feel funny.
So am I, Tim. So am I. Should be clear now.
Yes, I understand. Mr. Patton told me to let him go. Huh? You're right. Here they come. Oh, sure. Patton saw the ambulance. Right, sir. Bye. Oh, I see you got your man.
Thanks, we did.
Say, who do you guys think you are parking here? Can't you read?
Sorry, we didn't see the sign.
Didn't see the sign. What kind of an excuse is that? Who are you guys? Where are you from?
291st General Hospital.
What?
291st. Will you please step aside?
General, huh? That was my old outfit, and they sold these 41 crates a month ago. Where'd you pick it up?
Look here, this man is dying.
Yeah, and I got a rush call. So what? You know what I think? I think you guys are a couple of cadaver snatchers. I'm going to take a look at this stuff.
Now, wait. The other one.
But this is ours.
That one won't be spotted so quickly. Put him in that one.
I hope nothing went wrong.
What good? Tim would never leave Dick. Hey, here comes an ambulance out. Shall I flash the rest of the boys?
No, they're driving an Army crate. That one belongs to the city hospital.
That was a clever piece of work, Gruesome.
It almost misfired. Saul told you that corporal's name was Joseph Duggan. It was really John. How is he?
He's still under the effects of the gas.
Start up the fire.
Dr. Melody, too.
Start up the fire.
What's the matter, Bud?
Ask the guy who stole this crate.
Yeah, and mine.
Yeah? You mean a big mug and a little guy with glasses?
Yeah, with a patient on a litter.
Well, I'll be a... That gorilla outsmarted me again. They pulled the switch. We've got to follow that white ambulance.
How do you know where it went?
Huh? That's right. Sparks, this is Patton. Put all cars on the lookout for a White City Hospital ambulance. Get that? Yeah. It's carrying 2 killers and Tracy unarmed.
X-ray. Up here, Tracy. I'm not going to come in after you. I don't have to. Remember the bank? You've got about 60 seconds left. There's no other exit, Tracy. This is the end of the line.
that caused all the trouble, huh?
Yes, that's the last of those devilish gas bombs, Pat. As soon as Dan has had a look at it, we'll file it in the archives of lethal weapons.
I want to see you, Tracy.
Well, take a good look, Dan.
What's the idea of selling me out to those radio vultures? You made me a promise.
Promise? Who is this fellow, Pat?
Don't know. I never saw him before.
You promised me an exclusive story.
Story? What story, sir?
He could mean the story of the capture of a gang of bank robbers, Dick.
Capture? When? Where?
It's all here and it's all true.
Give me that.
Okay, Dick? In about 25 seconds, Pat.
Sorry, can't wait.
Maybe I ought to tell you about it, Dan.
Some other time. Aren't you going to read it?
Gotta make that deadline. This is the biggest story I ever had anything to do.
Hello, I hope you enjoyed that. That was the end of The Phantom serial and Dick Tracy versus Gruesome with Boris Karloff. There are several of these Dick Tracy movies out there. We'll be showing more of them as fillers. Don't forget to let us know how we're doing on Facebook under Donald O'Malley, and you can also catch us on YouTube under Donald O'Malley, or you go to Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. But thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying these. We'll be back next week with brand new cereals. Well, brand new old cereals. Thanks again. Good night. Don't forget to stick around and watch the end of the show. I'm always told we're having new surprises at the very end. So, thanks again. Tune in and stay tuned. Good night. Great show, Don. Yay! The Phantom's over. That was it. And we even included a Dick Tracy. Yay! For Dick Tracy. Yay! We'll see you next week on Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Yay! Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yay!